What's going on, everybody? Kwaku here, back with another video. Today I wanted to actually show you guys the whole idea of me designing nextwindows.com. It's been a website that has kind of existed for a while now. Basically the domain name is out. You can go to the website right now and see how you can just see the splash page that it'll show you, so you can't actually look any deeper while I'm working on it. But it's been a thing that I've been wanting to get done for so long. I just never got to doing it. So without further ado, in this video, you're gonna start seeing the thought processes that I'm going through, my brainstorming process on what I want to get on this whole website. So what you're seeing in front of you right now is a basic notebook layout of how I'm just kind of drawing things around to see where I want things to go. It's just two separate pages of my little sketch notebook, and you can see the general basic layout that I want. You see that I want the title in the top, inside the center of the menu bar, and then I want some kind of social media just little section somewhere below it or above it. I'm not exactly sure just yet. I definitely want a featured section on the website that shows you like the most featured posts currently. I'm not sure whether or not I want it to slide, as in like you'll see multiple featured things. After a couple seconds it'll switch to another featured post. I'm not sure if I want to do that. I also want to do some kind of trending stories area that you see kind of below the featured area. And basically the reason why, the difference between those two would be like, these are the stories on the website that are getting the most attention in that day or in that period of time that I set. And then the next area you see below that would just simply be the blog area, where you'll see all the latest posts, no particular order, or rather in chronological order as they go up, whether it's me or someone else posting it. To the side of that, you'll see the videos, so you'll still see the YouTube videos on there. It'll always show the latest YouTube video. I'm not sure if I want it to be some kind of playlist or I just want the latest video on there. It'll require a little bit of HTML, but it's going to be pretty straightforward to get that thing on, especially you developers who know especially what I'm talking about. Down below, I want somewhere close to the footer, an area that you can quickly jump to different elements of the website, whether you want to look at Android stuff, gaming stuff, tutorials, whatever it is. Those specific keywords you click on and it'll just show all the blog posts related to those keywords. And then a thing that you don't see right now is a true footer that just shows copyright information and simple stuff like that, such as how to contact and how to send a tip of like or send a story or whatever it is. So that's the simple layout that I want for the website. Now let's jump gears to Figma, where I was kind of just playing around to see how I want it to actually go together digitally, not just physically on a piece of paper. Alrighty, so here is Figma. Figma is a UI design tool that a lot of people just use, and some of the concepts you've seen on the channel that I've covered, critiqued, they use this application to kind of create their concept UIs for Windows and what they want certain things to look like. This is what they use most of the time. So this is a extremely like pre-alpha look at what I'm thinking, roughly where things want to go. And it's kind of just moving little sections around to see how things want to be laid out, how big I want the menu bar to be, how big I want the icon logo to be. And by the way, this logo here will be the home button too. So when you click it, it'll go back to the home page. Actually, I'm not even sure if it's going to be that yet. It might have a separate home if that's easier for accessibility. But basically, these are going to be my normal menu navigations, because this is what I cover the most on the channel. I don't even cover gaming that much, but I can start covering gaming on the channel. It'll be applications, Windows, obviously, hardware, and gaming. Those will be the four top choices that I take a look at on the channel, or rather on the website. So when we go even further in, you can see that this is the featured area, right? I'm not 100% sure yet if I want it to stretch the entire span of the page. I don't know if I want to do that, or if I just want it to simply be kind of centered and aligned with the edges of the menu text. I'm not sure yet. It looks like I kind of want to keep it centered and aligned. You notice that it does have slight rounded corners in there, because, you know, if you're taking some kind of fluent design style from Windows, you got to have the rounded corners in there. However, do not go too far on rounding corners in there. Another area you see how I said I want the layout, the trending stories, a little better than the sketchbook area. the videos section, how it is. And then this area here is blank for a reason, and that's mainly just because what I want to do with that is whether there's advertisements or whatever it is. Obviously, some of us will use Brave to block advertisements like I typically do on everything, or some of us will just deal with it, whatever. I have no thoughts of putting any kind of premium thing up like Next Windows Premium or anything to get rid of ads altogether. One, I don't even know how to do that, and two, that's too excess. Right now, the basic thing that I want to get done is getting the general layout of the website set up, right? And having those content where content is going to go. That's basically what I want to do. I want to see whether it's going to be the latest. I want to see where the footer is going to be. I want to see the general look. And in fact, with Figma, Microsoft has a section here, another thing that for people who use Figma, and you can see the different tools that you can use, the different buttons that you can actually import, and you can actually import it into your Figma or your work itself. So you can copy it. You can copy specific elements that you want, whether you want this right here, the press thing, you can copy it, and then you can say, I want to paste it in, paste here. Let's see, it's asking if you want to use the clipboard. Sure. So I can add this press thing here, right? I can change text of press, so you can hit, read more or whatever it is. So let me see if I'm actually able to do that. We're just going to go to Antic or something like that. We'll replace it with Antic. And then now I can change it to read more. And you can see that it auto resizes to fit it exactly. And it looks good. So if I want to have fluent elements in the website, which I definitely want to do, this is how you do it. I'm not sure what this line is. This is how you do it. One thing I am noticing though is that this thing is not aligned. There we go. It needs to be aligned correctly. And then this area here, if I want to do read more, I can hit read more. I can move read more to like here, or just find a place for read more. Let's say here, drag everything up, align it, and then just make this slightly bigger to line up right there. And then boom, now you got a simple layout in Figma. So obviously spell check is not the best thing for me right now, but there you go. So that's the general look that I'm looking at for it. The extra section down here is what I wanted to do. So let's say I wanted to create a footer. I'm going to copy it with Control-C, paste it, drag it to the bottom and then change the color so I can actually tell the difference. Let's change it to just black. And then I'm just going to drag this all the way down just like that. And this is where the footer for copyright will be. So if I type in C and I change the color of the text to white, you can see that I can simply just start typing whatever it is. Say I want to do 2022 next Windows. If I can type. There we go. And then if I highlight the whole thing, change it to white. Now it's white, click away, drag it into this section down here, scale it down a little bit. It's a little too big. The font size is a little too big. So I'll actually shrink the font to like 12 or something. And then I can drag it down, hit space to move it around. So if I put the copyright symbol in there, I could put the copyright symbol in there, and then I would have copyright or wherever I want to put it. Whether I want it in the middle, on the side, on the right, I could put it wherever. I just want it to be fluent. I want it to be modern. I want it to be responsive. That's the general premise of this website, is I want those kind of things to be in there. There we go. I want it to just work, and I want it to load fast. So that's just the beginning of what I'm working on so far with nextwindows.com, because currently when you go to the website, it looks like this, right? Nextwindows.com, it does exist. It's just, it looks like this for everyone else. Eventually I may open up just the blog part, just one section of it, so people can at least just go there to read articles and not go to Medium and not go to all these other websites. I'll just self-host certain things on there in the beginning probably. But for right now, this is what you're going to see. This is how it's going to be so far. So we'll see what happens from there. This is going to be a continuing thing, an ongoing series as I get deeper and deeper in development for the website. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about what's going on so far with it. Do you have any ideas of what you might want to see in the website? I do have a list of things that I already plan on putting in the website, but let me know if you have something that might not be on my list that I haven't told you about anyway. Let me know in the comment section below. As always, my name is Kwaku, and if you want to contact more from me, you can email me nextwindows or nextgenwindows@gmail.com, or you can go on Discord. The link is in the description box below. And yeah, take care, everybody.